Hi folks, today what I want to talk about is a thing that I call the scripting trap. The scripting trap is basically what happens when we refer to our automated tests or our automated acceptance criteria as test scripts. In fact, just using the word test script can lead us into the scripting trap. So what's so wrong with test scripting? Why is the scripting trap so bad? What's wrong with writing tests? Isn't that what we do? Isn't that what we write? We write test scripts, yeah? Well, you've got to remember that the idea of scripting goes way back. It's actually way before test automation. Shell scripts date back to the early days of Linux, and every mainframe had its own scripting language. And scripting came from the idea that you could automate manual tasks, you could automate technical tasks and make them easier to do. So test scripting comes from the idea that you can save time by automating test cases that normally you'd do manually. And this idea of manual test cases, again, it comes from the waterfall world, where you'd have a separate testing team where you'd prepare test cases from a requirements document, and then these manual test cases would be given to testers to perform. And the manual test cases are usually really detailed because they're designed so that you can give them to maybe a junior tester who maybe they don't know the application so well, so they need to be told where to click and where to open and what to do in some detail. And so automated test scripting has always come from that background. It's always looked at in the same way at a very granular level. You say, okay, well, click on this button, enter this value into this form, click on this button over here, fill in this checkbox and so forth. And if you look now, that's the way every single video on YouTube seems to present test automation. Automated acceptance tests always look something like this. You've got given, I open the login page. When I enter Scott into the username and I enter Tiger into the password and I click on submit, then I should go to the home page. And I can't emphasize this enough. That style of UI test scripting is very, very harmful. I've seen so many teams, so many test automation efforts crash and burn because of this. Because if you use this UI click focused approach for your test scripts, very, very quickly they become way too big and way too cumbersome. They become useless as evidence that your application works. They become a nightmare to maintain, a nightmare to troubleshoot. Now, don't get me wrong, we do need to be able to interact with the UI. We do need tools that will allow you to click on buttons and check, to read screens and so forth. But acceptance tests in an agile context need to focus on business value, business outcomes, not granular detail. They need to be concise and declarative, not long and detailed. They need to be business readable, not a sea of clicks and selects. It's the only way to make your tests scalable and to keep up with the pace in a full speed agile project. There's certainly a time for checking detailed UI behavior, but your acceptance tests are not that time. There may be a time where you use given when then for clicks and selects, but your acceptance criteria is not that time. So that's what I mean by the scripting trap. I hope you found this little rant useful. If you're curious, I talk a lot more about this stuff in the Agile Test Automation Playbook. You can download it from a link at the end of the video or on the link underneath this video.